2-0 and where you want to be, right? A lot of teams that want to be 2-0 and have some woulda, coulda, shouldas, and we're doing a good job getting those dubs. A lot left out there that we know we can improve on, and that's the way it is all season long, right? You find those things, and we'll work on them this week. Thought a lot of great highlights. Thought Michael played a great game. Getting things set and understanding what he's seeing, delivering the football. Super proud of the way he played. Protected him well. Gave him a lot of time to see down the field. I thought the defense came out of each half and really did a nice job, challenged them in the third quarter in particular, and wanted them to see them come out of the locker room, and they did a nice job there. So the energy was good, and got a lot of guys out there to play. Rotated a lot of guys in. Every rep, every opportunity is one where we can get better individually and as a team.
Was there anything that you were dissatisfied with last week, or really wanted to improve on from last week that you didn't see progress in this week?
That we didn't see progress? I think there wasn't a lot of the same screens that we saw last week. The tunnel screen was kind of their version, especially on the later downs, third or fourth down. They converted one, I know, and we stopped them towards the end here. We got this reputation of pass rush and getting to the quarterback, going back to last year, and I know that teams are certainly going to have a screen game, and so I liked the way we defended that for the most part. I thought we were there and really wasn't anything just to prove it. We had one or two guys downfield last week that we were in coverage on, and we were there. I think probably the biggest thing is just we had the PIs. We had 2 PIs last week. We had a couple PIs today, so something we got to keep working on.
How'd you get Green eligible on that conversion? I still can't remember. I can't remember how he lined up. I guess he hiked it.
Yeah, I got you. I was thinking JB Javion Green, Jaden. He's the widest guy on the line of scrimmage, and so the other guys are all off the ball, and so he just goes out in the flat, and it's a play we worked on quite a bit from fall camp on, and wanted to get a chance when the right opportunity came to run it, and the first chance was today, and it was there, so we took it.
So that'd be a lopsided line in order to get him eligible?
Yeah, there's a lot of guys to the left.
Okay.
And really everyone on the right side is towards off the line scrimmage. So guys were excited. They wanted to run that. So
Coach, going into the year, we was talking about your 3 wide receivers, but Jeremy Bernard's making a case. It looks like it's tough to get him off the field. What does that 4th guy and what his skill set bring? What does that allow you to do?
yeah, you can see we're trying to find ways to get him out there, and it's different personnel grouping, starting out the game with he and the other receivers all together, putting him and J-Mac in the backfield. Just throws defenses off because a lot of it is based on the personnel, and you think if you have that many receivers on the field, they're all spread out, but all of a sudden you got 2 in the backfield, and now we're handing it off to him. And so he's a special athlete, special person, and competitor, and we got to make sure we're keeping him involved. And that was one of the ways this week that we wanted to do that.
Kalen, you've had 2 massive games from Michael, and obviously you have all of the wide receivers. Do you think as you go forward that you're going to need to be more balanced and be more effective with the running game, traditionally using running backs? Is that something that you feel like is going to have to be essential at some point for this team?
Yeah, no doubt. And I'd like to, instead of having it take 2 times to convert a short yardage situation, you'd like to get it the first time. And that happened a couple times maybe today. So it's just really hard when you see so many things that are just open and that are given, and your guys can attack and go make plays. It's hard not to call those plays, And we do have to work on that, and we will continue to emphasize. And our offensive line and the running backs, I thought, Will Nixon again, I thought did a nice job. I thought he was very consistent. He comes out of the backfield, makes a play. They're good in pass protection. There were some runs in there. We haven't hit the big long one that you'd like to see at this point yet, but it takes more than just a few carries, and we haven't had enough opportunities. The games, I thought today was a little bit more, it seemed like the game rolled faster because of the clock, more so than last week. I don't know what the total snap count was for us, but it seemed like the clock was rolling a little quicker. So we got to get our snaps in, you know, and let our players make plays in space when it's there. And the run game will open up as the pass game continues to excel.
You guys didn't have Dylan Johnson or Zion today. I think Asa came out early there. And you can share any of those guys.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about both Zion and Dylan being back next week. Just working through some things that you know, we want them at full strength, and you know, Dylan's just still climbing, trying to come back. Didn't feel like he was where he had hoped last week. You know, we know what he's capable of, and you know, he's not there yet. So, and Zion we expect to be back, but Asa, yeah, I know. I don't know exactly the status and what will happen. We'll know more by, I would expect Monday, but something to his hand.
Same thing with Melee, he went down too.
Oh yeah, at the end, Melee, yeah, I don't know. I don't have much of an idea on him.
How do you feel Kalen stepped up in Ace's spot against the interception, back-to-back interception games?
Who's that?
Kalen, think you on him?
Yeah, he's a guy that really is into. He's very knowledgeable, understands the defense inside and out. Can play multiple positions. We saw him playing a lot of nickel last year, so he knows what other guys are doing, not just his job. And it's certainly a hit when we don't have Ace out there, because he directs the traffic, and I think we've been really good all fall camp with him, you know, running the show back there. And so disappointing to see him come out early in the game, but Cam can go out there, and we have full confidence in him for sure. And we'll continue to build that depth with Mikel Steen and you know, Vince Nunley can play some safety, and he got a lot of valuable snaps out there today if it's needed going down the road.
Second quarter was probably sloppier than you'd like. Do you say anything to the wide receivers after the drop and the fumble, or is it just trust that they are who they are and they're going to get it back on track?
Yeah, I mean, going into the locker room, they're harder on themselves than, and that's pretty. It's pretty obvious when you see that happening, that they're the ones that are hard on themselves. You're there to support them, maybe, and give some coaching tips. You know, just simple fundamental things. But these guys work extremely hard. They got good head on their shoulders, and we know that they'll recover. And you saw that happen in the second half, where they went out and made some really tough catches. You know, guys regrouping, and you know, the halftime was at a good time where they could do that, and you know, they came out and played a good second half. Made the catches they needed to make. You can see the emphasis on ball security, all those things. So you know, it's just always a good reminder, right? You don't want to have the reminders happen too often, but you know, a game we win by, you know, going away, you know, it's great things that we can teach off of, and it's simple things, right? Just keep your eyes on the ball. We know these guys got amazing hands. It's none of that when it comes to drops. It's just a matter of focus on the details.
First two
Have there
games
been
this
more-
year, first 2 games this year, it looks like Michael's more comfortable running the football. Does that make you nervous?
I mean, I like the times he's doing it, you know, and he's smart about it. He's getting down when he needs to. He's you know, moved the chains today, I believe, on that 4th down, and so he's being very smart, and that's what you want, right? He's got that athleticism, so that's, you know, going in. What you want is when you need him, you got him to do that, and he did that today. So I liked the times where he took off and ran.
You,
Have there been more wide receiver runs so far because the running backs haven't gotten loose?
No, I think it's more about getting Jeremy Bernard on the field today, and then, you know, just again keeping teams that flow hard, come downhill. You know, the reverses today, just guys pursuing and have them. You know, there's a reason why they're slowing down your run plays. It's because they're flowing fast and they're coming down on you in a hurry. And so, you know, those reverses will show up in our game, and it will slow down teams down the road because they got to be ready for some misdirection.
You guys didn't punt today. Do you remember the last time you didn't punt in a game?
I have to think there was some last year, wasn't there? Maybe not. Maybe not. No, I don't.
I assume you're traveling on Thursday this week.
Yeah, we'll take off Thursday afternoon.
How was the week maybe a little bit different because of that?
We'll do our normal Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then Friday we'll just have a walkthrough there at a facility. You know, we won't do it on campus. So really try to keep it as consistent as possible with what we do. You know, as far as the daily preparation.
What does it say about where you're at right now, where you have a lot of things you want to work on and clean up, but your team still wins by 30 plus points for the second straight game?
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, it's I mean, guys are running around right there, out there, you know, getting open, and you know the timing's good, and so you know when you've seen guys make plays over and over and over again, and the attention to ball security and all that stuff has been good. It's going to happen, right? They're human, and so you know they got back on track, and it does feel good to know that there is room for improvement. You know that there is a higher ceiling than what we even showed today, and you know, like I said, you know we're going to cherish the wins and enjoy them, but we're also going to get back to work, and I have no doubt that that's what this team's going to do tomorrow.
Are you hoping that defenses of future teams that play you are just scared to death of what you might throw out there? I saw you have a play where you put all your linemen out there and they all moved over one spot, and you sent like Fautano in motion, I think. I mean, I don't think anybody can watch you film to try and get ready for you right now.
Well, it's convenient when you can have this guy who plays center playing right guard for you, you know, and we have a lot of versatility with our guys. You know, we have receivers who can carry the football, we have running backs who can catch it, and you have linemen that can play multiple positions, and so it's a lot of fun, and just trying to throw those little different wrinkles, even the 2-point PAT attempt there. You know, just trying to throw as much stuff at people, and them not knowing what to plan for. It really, you know, people start chasing ghosts at some point. You know, and that's what we like to do. And that's just what we want. You know, as far as keeping people off balance.
Yeah, Suresh, that's one of us expected it to be a little bit better too, per game. Is that a matter of scheme, or you just kind of keep something in your back pocket?
Yeah, I'd like to see us, you know, get a little more push. Sometimes you just don't get home, but I'd like to see us press that pocket a little bit more. And you know, we got home I think twice today, if I remember right. So you know, I think it's again, Zion get back out there. You know, Braylon tracks a lot of attention, and so it isn't just one guy usually blocking him; it's multiple. So you know that takes the pressure off of other guys, and so like again, you know, people are trying to throw in rhythm, throw the screens. You know, there are not really a lot of shots down the field, and you know that means that the ball's coming out pretty quick, which makes it hard to get home.
Kalen, I know you haven't looked at today's film, but on the PIs, is there any common thing seen there? Just from
I didn't see the one where you know they broke away on a corner route. Must have been some kind of contact beforehand, but the ball must have been in the air with it being a PI. So you know we'll take a look at those. I mean, you know, I think you know guys that had them happen last week to them, EJ in particular. You know, I think he did a lot of work in correcting, and seemed like he was you know improved today. You know, again we'll watch the film and know more.
All right, thanks everybody.